You're thinking too much. Let's go.
Yeah, stop thinking too much.
Let's
play
do the show.
Well, where's the booze? Hang on.
You just did a shot, guy.
Oh, yeah, I know, but, you know.
PeekskillMugs, we're hanging out, we're making picks, we're drinking drinks. PeekskillMugs, we're shooting darts, shooting the shit. You know we're talking sports. Greg, Ryan, Phil, Jack, PeekskillMugs.
Yo, what's up, fellas? Sorry for that loud introduction, but welcome to my carport, and it's fucking hotter than a tin roof in July in here. It's really hot.
I'm
But
sweating. I'm sweating terribly
Oh,
right
me
now.
too.
Actually,
But you know what? This is episode 64, and this episode is What About Craig? You know? You guys all remember Leonard Skinner when Ronnie Van Zant died in a plane crash in 1977? And then when Leonard Skinner went back on stage, they just kept his mic empty,
right.
and that's what they did for him. So that's what we're doing tonight for Craig. He didn't die in a plane crash. He's actually hanging out with his boys from high school, and hopefully he's having fun, you know?
He might be
And-
watching.
He might be.
He might be.
But
That would mean he's not
but
having a great time with his friends.
he better not be watching. But on that note, anyways, just follow us on Instagram, which is PeekskillMugs, and watch us on YouTube, which is PeekskillMugs, all lowercase. This show will be out tomorrow.
We should be up on YouTube before noon.
Yep, before noon.
Assuming my internet doesn't fail.
Yep.
Right.
And as you guys all know that we've been doing Mount Rushmore, this week's Mount Rushmore is your favorite soundtracks of all time.
This is good stuff.
I love this.
You
I
know
love
what?
this topic.
Everyone has a favorite soundtrack. All right, who's going to start out here?
I love this topic because it's so personal.
It
It's
is.
so inside the person. That
it
sounded
is
awful.
inside the person for sure because you do remember it. It could be a couple of notes and you know right away what it refers back
And
to.
I have my
which is
list here.
fantastic.
All right,
And
you want to start it up?
I can't wait to read it.
You want to go last or
I'm
first?
going to let Phil go first.
All right,
Yeah,
Phil,
you
you're
go
going to go
first.
first.
All
And then
right.
we'll just go left to right.
Sure.
This was not that easy for me. There's so many soundtracks because I love movies for sure, and it really was very difficult. So I had to go deep. Really, sometimes you gotta go deep to get these things right. So anyway, I'm gonna say, and this is in no particular order because I really could not order them, but we're gonna start out with the soundtrack for Saturday Night Fever. Definitely, we're going there.
You
I
know
mean, we
what?
are absolutely going there. There are so
Absolutely.
many hits on that soundtrack that are not just Bee Gees. I couldn't believe it. It is an absolute number of. It's on my Mount Rushmore for sure.
What year was that?
I'm not sure.
70,
I have no
77?
idea.
77
it
or
could be.
8, something
Yeah.
like
Could
that.
be-ish.
Yeah.
Look it up.
It was
Yes,
definitely the
Steve, you
disco. It was
could.
definitely the disco era.
Yes. but,
Producer,
it's,
get us a
you know.
date, please.
Yeah,
Producer.
hang on,
So
look it
John
up.
Travolta, baby, on that cover. I think I actually had that album. My sister, I think, had that album, which is crazy.
You know what? That's a
It
great
was
soundtrack.
It was
That's-
really, really good.
77.
Is it-
77.
Is it, though?
Fantastic.
Is it a great soundtrack?
Yes.
I
Oh,
think
absolutely.
It absolutely is.
Well,
It has a lot.
how old were you in 77?
I was in my dad's balls in 77.
All right,
Right.
so he couldn't understand,
Couldn't
the
understand
meaning
it.
behind it.
Right.
Because we lived it.
Yes, and I couldn't see that movie until I was about 16. I think I saw it on HBO many years later, and it was just like, wow, I get to see some naked breasts. That was crazy.
Oh,
Good
absolutely.
thing. It scarred me for life,
They
but
had
thank
titties
you.
in that movie?
They had them in those see-through dresses like that while they're dancing
yeah.
all these hustle moves for sure.
Yeah, none of those girls wore bras back then.
Definitely. John Travolta's girlfriend
There's no
was
nudity
all
on my
over the
list.
place.
Now I feel like I need to redo the whole damn thing.
But
No. You have time.
I had X-ray vision on that one, so we gotta put that up there. So this is when it really gets tough. But I have to put. I know a lot of people won't like this either, but The Wall. I have to put that on there. I'd be remiss not to have that on there because
Wow.
the first time I saw that, I was in college. My roommate was in the business of distributing things, and I had one of those distribution things to see it. And boy, it was a really eye-opening experience. So much so, I told my mother to watch it, and my mother still to this day thinks I'm on drugs. Sorry, Mom. But
Yeah, right.
in my state
But
of
you
mind
know
at
what
the
though?
moment,
There was a lot of good music.
A lot of music and visual. Forget it. I have to put that on there.
Yeah.
Because it bumped off one that I thought I would. There's no way I could ever take off.
So what
Is that really a movie soundtrack though? Or
Oh,
is-
absolutely.
Is
Absolutely.
the film?
it's a soundtrack.
Is the film visuals for the music?
Or do you just think it's a video, like a MTV video?
Because
That's
I mean,
2 hours
I
long?
could have said the freaking soundtrack for Woodstock documentary. Is that
well,
really
well
a soundtrack?
no,
though?
absolutely is a soundtrack because it was a
is.
movie.
It is.
I feel like that's
As
cheating.
long as they made a movie out of it, it's a soundtrack.
Yes, and actually Woodstock is on my honorable mention. But those two for sure, hands down. But this is where it gets a little bit tougher right here. It does. I have to put Animal House on there as well. Another
my God.
good soundtrack. If you listen to all the
Do-
stuff,
do you
from
know the song-
Shamalama Ding Dong all the way to Shout. I mean, it's a lot
You
of
know
stuff
what?
on there.
Good
I
choice.
had to put that in there, And this is where, you want to make Mount Rushmore like 8 heads instead of just 4.
Yeah.
Because the last one really is very, very difficult.
What
to
was
choose.
what was it again? Animal House.
Animal House, yeah.
What was the best line out of Animal House?
Oh, so many. Oh, mine would be like, you mind if we dance with your dates?
That's exactly
probably
what mine too. That's exactly
Probably
what I
mine.
was just gonna say.
Yeah, I will
and that's
never forget
when
it.
something in the nights. Well,
Oh,
something day in the
Otis,
nights.
uh,
Otis Day in the
and the
Nights.
Nights, yeah.
Otis Day in the Nights
Nights,
sang the
yes.
next song
absolutely.
after they said that line. That was
Because
perfect.
it was great. It
Well,
was
and,
great
and that
stuff,
proves the point I said earlier. It's so personal.
Yeah.
Like nobody else is picking that film.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you got to, it's really deep, right? But there's another deep one. And I had to really almost like throw cards in the air to figure out this
So
one
is
out,
this
but-
your number one?
No, I don't have it in any order. I can't.
No,
Okay.
he's doing his
cannot.
5 now. We're going to 5.
Oh, we're going
All right.
5.
Go 5.
Yeah, whatever.
Beautiful.
You,
All right.
you know
Then
what?
I'll throw Star Wars in there because that was the one that almost did not make
Nice.
the cut, right? But Star Wars, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, as soon as you hear the march of the Imperial troopers,
Yep.
you could hear, that Darth Vader's coming for your ass. So
Now,
it's
do
great.
you know who did all the instrumental on that?
I believe that was Mr. Williams.
John Williams.
John
Mr.
Williams.
Williams. Mr.
That's right.
Williams
The same guy that did Jaws.
has done quite a
Talking
lot.
about retiring John Williams, which would be a terrible loss.
Yeah,
It
because
was-
he's been
yeah.
doing.
We did.
He did Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah, he's still writing.
T,
in his
you
sleep.
might as well just step up to the mic
He's writing in his
so
sleep.
we can hear you.
Just like double checking the shit.
He's writing
All
in
right.
his sleep. So if we have to go 5, then and this is another one. Back to movies and the impact of the movie, but the music absolutely helped was Raiders of the Lost Ark. That one also is
Wow.
up there with me. But it was tough to make this list because honorable mention, Lord of the Rings is in there too.
Wow. So you did
for
mostly
sure.
instrumental.
Instrumental and just I had to think from the movie perspective, and then
Yes.
think of those kind of things in reverse.
Yeah. So you
That-
obviously watched every one of these movies
I
that
did.
you
I
chose.
did. But Summer of Soul also. But I didn't watch that yet. But Summer of Soul, I listened to that soundtrack, and that's also good. Big time honorable mention there. So my overrated one,
Oh, which we
which,
all
which,
we-
which
we-
might actually be on
no,
Craig's, who knows?
it might be, but we
Is-
all have an overrated one.
And I actually hate the fact that I know the song, and even sometimes if I hear it in the car, I may even do one of these like that. It's like Footloose. That is
Oh, my God.
my hated one, even though I still find it very catchy. So I'm like almost guilty on myself for
So the-
liking Footloose.
so the soundtrack
And I want a
of Footloose.
hero. I can still see the video of that. It's just it's craziness. But yeah, that's.
But how
that's
many
my-
songs did Footloose have? Well,
I think
obviously
it's
they
like
had a lot.
9 or
Yeah.
10. But it's you'd be surprised. Danger Zone I think is on there.
Yep,
It's a few.
that's true.
Way to the danger zone. But that's what I mean. It's like these things, and it's like, why do I know it? Because I really don't like it. But God,
That's true.
makes
All right.
you want to hate yourself.
I get it.
You know what, Phil? That was awesome.
Yeah,
That-
dude.
It really was.
Yeah. For real.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like.
Yeah. But
So
you know,
that's my son. He's
but you know what, guy? Obviously, you guys know that I'm the oldest one on this fucking panel right now, and I'm gonna go right back to 1965. And number 4 is The Sound of Music with Julia Andrews. Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews. That's
Yeah.
good.
Come on.
That
My
one
fa-
probably
my-
won an Oscar.
It did.
Wow.
My favorite things, and there was a lot of other songs on there, but if you just sit down on a Sunday afternoon during a snowstorm and watch that movie, it's fucking perfect.
It's good.
It has to be a snowstorm in December.
Yeah, and it's wholesome. It's still
It
it's
is
like a
wholesome.
wholesome,
It is.
clean movie. It's just really, you know,
Yep.
everybody's happy and
Yep. And my number,
dancing.
going down, my number 3 is A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles.
Okay. Okay.
That was a great movie.
I'm gonna have to.
It
you
was
know, I'm
probably
gonna
one. It was
actually
probably
listen to
one of
that
the
one.
first movies that they ever filmed.
A criminally underrated comedy, by the way.
Yes, and
so
you know what?
damn funny.
Really?
It really was funny because
What do you call that collar? A collar.
a collar? But you know they, Hard Day Night, You Can't Buy Me Love. There was a lot of other songs on there.
Right. That's
my,
good.
My number 2 came
Really
out in
good.
1973, American Graffiti,
Nice.
which had 41 songs on it. You had Bill Haley and the Comets. You had the Crickets. You had Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper,
Dead and Dead.
Dead and Dead.
Mm-hmm.
The day
And,
the,
George,
the,
and
the-
George
the-
Lucas directed that, right?
Yes, and
Yep.
and they had the Platters, and there was
Yes.
41 perfect songs in
Right.
that movie, and I
Right.
think Ronnie Howard actually starred in it.
I believe he was in American
He was.
Graffiti.
He was.
If
And
you guys have never seen that, definitely
oh,
watch
you
that. That's
you
a classic.
you got to watch this classic,
That's a
American
classic
Graffiti.
movie.
And my number 1 all-time favorite soundtrack is 1984 Purple Rain, starring Prince.
That's actually fantastic.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Come on.
For that
That's
one
fantastic.
song alone,
Yes,
you
agreed.
don't even need the rest of it. That
What,
one
Nikki?
song.
Nikki?
Yep. No, just Purple Rain.
Nikki's a great song.
Damn it, Dad.
But my most overrated,
Hmm.
and I'm just going to start out by saying a big F you to Tom Cruise, is Risky Business. Him in his fucking underwear sliding out
Dum,
to
dum,
Bob.
dum, dum,
yeah,
dum,
with
dum,
Bob
dum.
Seger's song. I don't even know what fucking song it is.
Take your old records
Yeah,
off the shelf.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't like that soundtrack. Didn't like the music at all.
And you didn't like him in
No, I don't like
his,
Tom
his
Cruise
tighty
at all.
whiteys.
In his tighty whities.
That's good.
I know.
Mustard on your cheek. Here, let me
Oh, thank you.
just fix this.
Sit and listen to 'em by myself.
Oh my God.
Today's music ain't got the same soul. Like that old time rock and roll. Now I just see his sack sliding
Oh,
across
I know.
the floor.
Yes.
It's terrible.
TW, thank you for my fuzzy ball, and now
Sure.
I think it's your turn.
Hey, man, I got all.
It's
fuzzy-
Greg's turn.
Yes,
Oh.
I mean, should I
are
do
we
Craig's?
gonna do Craig?
Craig
Hey,
sent
hey,
us some
hey.
information.
Hold on. Can we do a little toast to Craig
Absolutely.
for not being here?
Sure.
I think we should. I think he's the only motherfucker watching.
That's all right.
But,
But you know what, Craig? Here's to you, and here's to us. Thank God you're not here.
I'm glad I
Episode
wasn't drinking when you said
Episode
that.
64.
all right.
Best episode ever.
So, okay, so yes. So Craig sent me his picks via personal text. I'm fucking tipsy right now. Jesus.
Want to read those?
What? I'll read them. I got it. I can do it. No, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Come on, Mel Tillis. Speak.
I guess in no particular order. From the movie Singles. He wrote the movie Singles, which I think is a wonderful pick.
Is it?
I don't know
heard
that
of it.
one.
You don't really need
It,
to.
it basically launched the Seattle grunge scene.
It was
the
a big. It
soundtrack
was.
of
It
that
was a
film.
big part of the development. I would
All
say
right, so
that.
that's his number. That's his number 4, and then working down.
No, I just.
Oh, you're doing them in random
I'm just
order.
doing them the way I was listed. So,
All right.
but yes, Seattle grunge. It was definitely a big part of the launch. And he wrote, it's absolutely true. The soundtrack was way better than the movie. It was. I've
Wow.
seen it. It's the movie's the shits, but the
And that
sound-
came out. That came out in 1992.
correct.
All right.
Yes. So the other one was he wrote, and I've never really seen this one. Less Than Zero. He just wrote, think about wealthy, drugged up California kids in the 80s and what they listened to. I think that might have been the movie with Robert Downey Jr. where he was like sucking dick for heroin or something.
Really?
You remember that?
Maybe.
Was that a documentary?
No.
Because
no.
he-
Because he was sucking dick for heroin.
Yeah,
I think
you-
I think literally in the, or coke or something.
Oh, he was messed up around that time.
Oh no, what?
He broke
in
into
real-
his neighbor's house
Yeah.
and fell asleep in the daughter's bedroom. He didn't
Yeah.
do anything, allegedly.
No, in that movie, that's what it was about.
And what's
Right.
the
He
name
was
of the movie?
Less Than Zero.
Less than zero.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
All right.
that's good.
All right, everyone,
I like
go,
that.
go
That's
watch that movie and listen to the soundtrack.
Less than
So,
zero. That's
and then
good.
number 3. This is I'm surprised you picked this one, but it seems like a great pick. The movie Juice. Tupac Shakur.
That's very good.
He starred in the movie, but oddly enough, didn't have any songs on the soundtrack. But he just said it's chock full of New York City rappers.
It is.
Wow.
So he picked
I
that.
think Omar Epps was in there. There's a lot of people in
and
that
that's
thing.
cool. That's cool. That's a good pick. And then you got
Rest in peace, King.
this one.
Yeah.
This one I've actually. Oh, sorry, my nose is itchy.
Stop.
Allergy season.
Yeah.
So this
or,
one.
or cocaine.
This one, no. This one was surprising. He picked
Got a little cheek.
Not today.
from 1998. He picked Waking Ned Devine,
Oh, great movie.
and he wrote it's just about a small Irish village and a lottery scandal. He just wrote so fun, and the soundtrack and score is just as good, and it ends with a fantastic version of The Parting Glass.
Yep. That's a great movie, great soundtrack. I totally agree, Craig.
So cool.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
I mean,
that
I-
ever.
Waking Ned Devine, great movie, great
Waking Ned
soundtrack.
This is
Divine.
such
Yep.
it's such a serious, thoughtful list.
It is.
It's a very. I mean, these picks are like very original. Oh, and so okay, so this is fun. So his. I don't know if you call it the worst or most overrated, but he put down Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, really?
I love it.
And he just wrote, "Sorry, disco, scram."
Well, I can't picture Craig.
Reasonable,
Dancing.
reasonable assessment.
So
Yeah, after the first top 4, I cannot picture
Yeah.
Craig dancing.
That
Oh,
was-
no.
right.
I've seen Craig
or
dance
or,
once.
or even like in John Travolta, unless it was in the, what was the movie?
Pulp Fiction, maybe.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
I'm
and-
shocked that he didn't take Pulp Fiction.
And then
All
he
right,
got killed
so,
in that, too.
Okay.
You do your bullshit.
So
now.
that's a good segue. Well, I'll bring you to my list. I'll run through it quick,
right.
and I think I can probably do it from. So what we were just listening to as we were setting up the cables and microphones and stuff, I definitely picked Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
That's a
1.
very good pick.
Volume 1.
Yep.
It just
Wow.
reminded me of like it was just it's a very fun soundtrack, and it just reminded me of a lot of stuff that I had kind of like never really learned about, but it got me interested in a lot of good stuff. It's a really great soundtrack.
It really is.
It's just
wow.
fun. It's just fun. Number
Love
3,
that one.
Pulp Fiction, 1994. We
Yep.
Brian and I actually used that on a film we produced together.
So in high school, we made a spoof of the Shakespeare play Macbeth, except it was in the style and theme of Pulp Fiction, and there was a lot of usage of that soundtrack and some of the themes from the movie in the Macbeth play. And I think to this day they're still showing it at our high school. I think
I would hope so.
They might be, yeah.
the tape's probably worn out at this point.
We didn't steal nothing. We sampled it.
You see, right. That's borrowing.
Number 2, and I had to agree with Craig for sure on this one. I also picked the Singles soundtrack from 1992. The sound,
That's
the
a-
sound.
I don't know, dude. I've
that's an
never
age
seen that
thing.
movie.
You don't need to.
That's an age thing.
The
A generational thing. Has
Yeah.
to be.
the soundtrack was
I'm
just
definitely gonna listen to
phenomenal.
that,
I
though.
mean, you're talking about it's like one of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins songs. Probably my favorite Pearl Jam song ever.
State of Love and Trust.
State of Love and Trust. Alice in Chains is on
Yep.
there. I mean, didn't Soundgarden or Chris Cornell do something on there?
I think so.
I mean, just like you name it. Like it's just
You name it.
You name
All,
it.
all the bands I hated.
It was the
I'm gonna.
it was the best.
I'm gonna look that up though.
Yeah, no, so am I.
I'm so curious
It's
now.
fan-
Both
it's-
of you guys
it's
had the same.
Fantastic. But yeah, it's definitely a generational thing. I wouldn't if you didn't like it, I'd certainly understand that. But and this one is too. My number 1 is 1994, The Crow.
Oh, and Brandon
with
Lee.
Brandon Lee.
Brandon
Yeah.
Lee.
That was it. That's
Yeah.
really Interesting.
That's I
Did they play the song "The End" by the Doors?
no, the Doors
Oh,
weren't
crap,
on it.
I just thought of
but
another one that you said that.
Scott Weiland, close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my list. I got to get back to doing all of the other things that people
All right,
can't
Well,
see.
TW, thanks, man.
So,
That's
yeah. And,
TW,
hey,
can you do Craig's shot? For
I
him?
can do Craig's shot. I hope he's still watching. He's
No,
probably
you know
not.
what? He probably
He's
isn't.
been here. He knows the drill.
He knows the drill.
you know.
Nobody else.
No, it's very good. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to Craig.
Gregors.
All right, I got to go back to work.
All right, go back to work.
Back behind
All right,
the camera.
Brian,
Thank
step up to the plate, my friend.
All right, kids. I'll just wait.
Protect, yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
let this be as dramatic as possible, actually.
Pretend that you're Thurman Munson coming up in the bottom of the ninth in 1973.
Anyway,
Anyways, I had to bring him up. Sorry.
in no particular order, Forrest Gump.
Absolutely.
Just an
Absolutely.
historical lineup of songs. Like, if you want a spread of eras and you want to hear good music from a spread of years and decades,
Absolutely.
Forrest
Great,
Gump's.
great.
Forrest
That's a
Gump's
great,
Great
that's a
choice.
Great choice. That is.
Damn, I
really
wish
good.
I thought of that.
It's really good.
Pulp Fiction.
Now, what was your favorite song on Pulp Fiction?
Anything by Al Green I love. Primarily Pulp Fiction
Not
because
Overkill.
as a white suburban kid, Pulp Fiction introduced me to a lot of these artists that I had never really listened to or heard of before.
Mhm.
Right. Sure.
And
Sure.
kind of steered my musical passion in a direction that I didn't realize it was ever going to go.
Right.
And so for that reason alone, like, I owe
Right.
a lot of my taste right now to Pulp Fiction.
It's funny. I
All
saw
right.
Pulp Fiction the day before yesterday with Jordan,
Nice.
and he was
Yeah.
asleep in 15 minutes. But it's probably because we started at 12:30 at night. But we made
Which
I
actually
watched the
might
whole thing.
be dinner, or is it breakfast, or
Oh,
or
for
is
him,
it
it was just
lunchtime?
coming from work, so
You
it's
know,
like almost it's
that
AM.
that
We're talking
movie
AM.
that movie was
It's so good.
Tarantino. He did a great
so
job
good.
on that. But
And
what
the Al
was your
Green
favorite?
stuff is amazing. You're
What
right.
was your favorite song on that soundtrack?
We'll stay together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in love.
And it plays in the background, so it's subtle.
Yep.
It's very good. That's an amazingly.
What
good
was the
pick. I
song
like that.
playing when the girl's nose was bleeding?
That was Dusty Springfield.
It was, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
when-
she had
when
the
you do to-
overdose,
yeah.
the OD.
Yep. Great movie, by the way. Great soundtrack. Good choice.
Yeah, I like that.
This soundtrack is really for one song, and I apologize to the rest of the material on the soundtrack because I don't really probably know what it is, but Rocky 3
Oh,
for Eye of the Tiger.
Okay.
absolutely.
So I think that one song is strong enough in
Survivor?
yes, in relation to the film, it's strong enough to make for an entire soundtrack for me.
Yep.
And number 4, we got Karate Kid
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
because
What?
because you have all of that really cool like bamboo flute motif throughout the film, right?
Yeah.
And then
yep,
you
they do.
have the song at the end.
Oh,
which
just before
was-
he does the
You're the
know.
best around. Yeah, exactly.
Didn't your mother say no karaoke?
No, you said no karaoke.
No, I said.
My mother loves when I sing, and she's
I
a beautiful woman, and thank you for supporting my
Yes.
singing. Except that one time at the 4th of July. If we're going to do 5, I'm going to say Jaws, because nobody got more out of 2 notes than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. You know exactly.
And overrated, sorry T, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I
Oh.
just think too many people are into that, and it's just not as great as everybody thinks it is. So.
Really?
Wow. Yes.
T
Sorry.
Just,
Wow.
T just
That-
said, you motherfucker. I don't know if you guys
That's
heard
rough.
that, but that's what T just said.
So that's my list.
That's a good list.
It is.
I love it because it's different, different generational stuff, and it's
Personal.
reasons.
It's all
It
personal.
is.
It is,
You know
it
what?
is.
It is all personal. And
It
as
is.
as you guys are watching this on YouTube tomorrow, put out your list in your comments.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all we're asking.
That'd
you
be
know
pretty
what?
cool.
You follow us, the Peekskill Mugs. Put out your favorite soundtracks.
Yeah,
That's all we're asking you to do.
that'd be great.
You know what? It's been 64 episodes. We're not asking too fucking much.
I think it would be a very easy thing to do.
Just make sure they don't suck, though.
Yeah, but you know what? Just you know what? Just do that. Just do that.
I'm surprised no one had, but the surprise that it would be interesting to have like a surprise that no one said that they hate or love. I definitely thought the Breakfast Club was going to be on there for one that people hated.
I came
I thought
this
that was
close
gonna
as
be
one of my
on there.
favorite ones.
Right. Ones that I forgot about is
Yep.
Apocalypse Now.
I
That's
actually
another one.
changed it for
Can't
Hard
believe I forgot
Day's
that.
Night.
Really changed it up. Yeah.
Hard Day's Night I completely forgot about. I would have
Yeah.
picked that. That was
You
really
know
good.
what?
That was definitely good.
How can you not like the Beatles? Whatever.
And Help.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Magical
All
Mystery Tour.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good. Very, very good. And very, very personal, like you said.
All right. How'd you guys like that segment of Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore is the best.
Yep.
Love it.
And
Jack,
makes-
we
yeah.
can't really interact with them because they're not here.
No, they're going to be here on Sunday.
Oh.
No, they're over here and over there.
What do you think?
Anyways,
Anyway, right.
You know what? Before I get into this day in sports history, I just want to give a shout out to Brian's mom, Robin, who I saw this morning at 8 a.m. God, I love her. Oh, my God.
She is the best.
She is
so
the best.
friendly. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. And another shout out to the Staten Island boys who sang our song first live, right?
They did. Yeah,
I
it
can't
was-
remember their names. Sorry, boys. Forgot your names.
Come
and-
back to Peekskill.
Come back to Peekskill.
They came
And-
all the way to Peekskill from Jersey?
No, from Staten Island.
Staten Island.
So Jersey?
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty much, yeah. And a shout out to
Sorry,
Tina
guys.
from New Mexico, my nephew Timmy from North Carolina, Gary from Guam, Kate from Florida.
Gary
You guys
from
all
Guam.
Gary, they all watch.
I have not. Wow,
They all
Gary.
watch. You know,
He's
and
in a totally different time zone. It's tomorrow over there already. So
it is. But
I
today
give him a lot of credit.
it is tomorrow. So tomorrow with Gary is July 9th, but today is July 8th.
Right. And he'll
1890 No, sorry, 1889. John L. Sullivan becomes the
He's the
first
boxer.
heavyweight championship ever.
Right.
Bare knuckles.
Oh yeah, he was
Bare
that
knuckles.
guy.
This move.
Yes.
Yeah.
John L. Sullivan.
I'm not
Have
sure
you ever
how
seen
that
a movie
works.
about him?
No.
The Sullivan Brothers. It's a great movie.
Okay.
All right, July 8th, 1946, baseball grants a salary of $5,000 per player. That's
as a minimum.
as a minimum.
Wow.
today
you can buy a
the-
lot though
to-
with that.
Dude, today these motherfuckers make that every at bat. Like if you strike out, $5,000. Oop, going to the bank
And maybe by pitch.
per pitch. Some of these
Be a per
bitches,
swing.
some of these bitches get it per pitch. But that started right there, yeah, in 1946. $5,000
$5,000
per
a year.
player.
Boy.
All right. July 8th, 1965, Joe Morgan. Remember Joe Morgan?
Yeah, the clicky shoulder
He
guy.
did this.
From the Reds.
Yes, from the Cincinnati Reds. He's the first person to ever have a game with 6 hits.
Really?
Yep, first time ever. And then July 8th, 1982, Billy Martin records his 1,000th win as a coach.
Wow.
He was a coach of Yankees probably 3 times.
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
know.
say firing.
How
Fired.
many?
I was gonna say
how
he's
many?
firing.
How many wins per firing?
I don't know.
Do we have
All-
the
all I-
ratio?
That
I
would
don't-
be
I don't know.
interesting to see.
But I did Google
That'd be
to
very
see
interesting
if
to
he
see,
actually
actually.
liked Thurman Munson. Billy Martin hated him too. So I'm just going to move on to July 8th.
They're both dead, by the way.
They are. I think this is 1994. O.J. Simpson stands trial.
Really?
Yes,
It started or
That was 94. Yeah.
94.
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
It
Lance-
started.
This-
Judge Lance Ito presiding.
You know what that at my job they actually pulled a TV out of a conference room and everyone stopped working just to see the verdict.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll never
Like the
forget it.
verdict. The
I'll
verdict.
never
I don't know
forget
when
that.
the verdict happened, but July 5th is when
Right.
everything
It's probably
started.
like next year.
You know
probably.
what?
But
I
yeah,
wish
was-
I wish I had a baseball glove or a golf glove.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't fit,
You know what they say
You
about the
must have
glove?
quit.
you must have quit. It's
One of the
amazing
best
what
lines ever.
it's amazing what blood does to a glove. It
It-
shrinks it.
If the glove don't quit, fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you saw how he put it on too. It was just ridiculous.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
my God.
What does
All
it
right.
tell you? If the glove don't fit, a quit, motherfucker.
All right.
Then his defense team, like Durden and the other Marsh, what was her name? Oh God.
Darden, Marsha Clark.
Yes.
Marsha Clark.
They hooked up, right?
They did.
There was a hookup.
They did,
situation
and then they
going
had
on.
the
Darden can do better.
and then they had the Kardashian girls.
Hey, it was late at night.
Are they the
Darden
know,
can
you-
do much
You're
better.
piling over all these facts, which is obviously he's guilty.
That poor man.
Then you catch her eyes across the table, and
Is
There
Marsha
it is.
Clark actually the Kardashians' mother? They're all, I don't know. Just a thought. I don't know. Anyways, July 8th, 2015, the Washington Redskins are no longer the Redskins.
oh yeah,
That's when they became the Washington football
football
team.
team, right?
Like, I think right now,
I feel like you got that year way wrong.
no, it's,
You said 15,
oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe 18.
18, 19, 20, 21.
Probably 18.
They were a football team for 2 years, right?
I think
And
it's
now
football
there's
team for
something
two.
else.
Yeah.
But
All
the
right.
date, but the dates,
The date is what matters.
just the year is
July
is-
8th.
yeah.
So I fucked up the date, but you know what?
So what
Eh,
are they now? Actually,
they
I
are-
really forgot. The Commanders or the
They are the Washington Commanders.
are they?
Yep.
That's a wild guess. I knew it was
And
something military.
Led by Ron Rivera.
Yes. and the football season
Ron.
starts out on September 8th when the Bills take on the Rams on a Thursday night.
That's gonna be a
Now,
great
this
game.
is our little sports segment, and the Bills are going to win 31-30 on that day.
wow.
and-
And Stafford.
I'll take Buffalo 28-14.
And that's this day in
I think
sports.
I think it's Buffalo's year.
We
I
should
really
write
do.
this down right now. Then.
Right,
Oh,
go ahead. Write it down. 28-14. Now it's gonna
Uh,
go on the internet forever, but you can write it down.
that's
yes,
true.
because I want to put this behind that dartboard. Because I'm going to
28
say 20.
28-14
I'm going to say
Buffalo.
27-0.
There you go. And I say
Nice.
31-30. Just to get in a little football talk. We can talk a little bit about baseball, I guess. I don't know.
I'm good.
Mets are good. Yankees are good.
As long as the Yankees are as good as they are, I don't need to talk about baseball.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about baseball until September.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds about.
Because it's almost time for that the All-Star break.
Yeah, the All-Star game. Actually, you know what?
Be on break next week.
We are. You know what's funny? I actually had a thing about the All-Star game. July 8th, 1935, the third All-Star baseball game, American League wins 4-1 in Cleveland
On this day.
on this day.
What did Lou Gehrig do?
Not in yeah, I don't know.
What year?
35.
1935. See, I didn't do that much research on that. That's why I crossed it out.
His
But-
last great season was 37.
But do you guys remember as a little kid just watching the All-Star
I do.
game like
Very
on a
do.
group of
I remember
kids?
looking
major,
forward to it.
major,
Yes, it
majorly
was
so.
major. Now,
Major.
will you watch this year's All-Star game?
No.
No.
Maybe a little bit of the home run derby.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
See how
But
times
that's
have
it.
changed? I hope you little motherfuckers out there that are 13 years old, you guys better watch the All-Star game because that's what we did as kids.
It was so much fun.
It was
watching
so much fun. You got a group of guys. You had popcorn, Coca-Cola,
Yeah,
whatever. Just as
everyone.
everyone.
Exactly.
As a group of
Exactly. It
kids.
was a lot of fun.
It was.
You ever see one live? Like go to an
I
All-Star
have
game?
not.
I've been to one. The Yankee Stadium was great.
So you went to an
So
All-Star
much fun.
game live.
Live.
Nice.
Oh, when they
And-
rolled George out in the cart.
Oh,
You were there for that?
No, he was walking. No, this is way back.
Who,
this is like
Steinbrenner?
Thurman Munson time.
Steinbrenner or the guy from Seinfeld?
Same guy.
Same
It's the same person. Yeah, but it was a different feeling, you know. But that's when you watch like, you know, This Week in Baseball, which I watch every weekend. Every weekend I saw that. The recap of the games. It was great with Mel Allen.
Mel Allen.
It was great.
So just to remind everyone, for those of you watching tonight and who will watch tomorrow on YouTube, enjoy this one because you're not getting another one for a couple weeks because we're off next week. Everybody's
That's
got
right.
crap to do. It's summertime. We're
Yep.
busy. You know, we can't live our whole life trying to entertain everybody else.
That's
So
right. That's why I
we're
put
gonna
up-
have a
that-
kind of a weekend off.
we are.
Go
And
ahead.
a couple weeks. Actually, that's why I put the putter up because I'm going up to the Thousand Islands
Right.
next week and spending the week up there and playing golf.
Oh yeah. Jack
Right.
does it every year.
Yep. Craig is going down to the Jersey Shore.
Yep.
You're going.
I'll be in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yep. And you
That's gonna be good.
I'm going to see Mark
I'm
Sinnis,
going
Beale
to
Street
Beirut.
Barbershop, Old Peekskill.
and Phil's
Oh,
going
you're going
to.
to
yeah, I gotta get my hair
and
done.
Phil's going to Beirut.
That's a long way. And I'm
Yeah.
going to Beirut.
Nice.
So
Send pictures.
I will. From my bunker.
So no show next week. Recommend that you watch this one again. That way,
Yep. Do
Stay
you guys
caught
have any?
up.
You guys have any shout outs to anyone?
Ma, love you. Thanks for watching,
Yep.
as always.
Absolutely.
That's a great shot. I'm gonna double down on that one. Thank you so much, my love.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
And
I'll
I'm
see you
actually
later.
yep. And I'm actually gonna put out a shout out to Phil's mom,
That's good.
Eva,
And Kathleen.
and Kathleen.
You know.
God bless you, baby. I love you.
Love you, Grandma.